It's March, which means March Madness. That might mean something to you, but here's what it means to me. We are looking at a piece called March. And of course, it is a march. This has a strong and steady beat. It's marked tempo of a march. Usually marches are in 2/4 or 4/4. They have a very square and steady type of rhythm. And we usually have some kind of simple repeating. Think of a tuba playing that bass line. This march is by Shostakovich. It's in C major. It's a simple ABA form. But there are a couple interesting things that I'd like to point out for you. At first, the right hand has the melody, simple and repetitive, 3 notes like this. Notice that I'm starting with pickup notes into the first downbeat. So remember, we want to start counting ahead of time. 1, 2, 3, and. So I'm feeling the beat before I actually begin playing the notes. Speaking of the beat, I'm actually feeling this in cut time. Remember, I said marches are usually in a 2 meter, 2/4 or 2/2. The time signature here says 4/4, but I really still feel 2 strong beats per measure. And that's kind of indicated by where my left hand beats are 1, 2, 1, 2. Cut time means that I'm taking that 4/4 time signature and sort of shrinking it into a 2 feeling rather than 4 strong beats. We don't need 4 strong beats here. We just need that walking feeling, marching actually. So again, here's how I start. Ready? And 1, 2, 1, 2. So simple, right? So our hands are staying right in the same place. We're centering around C. We're staying close to that key of C major, and it really doesn't use that many notes. You can hear that the melody is very repetitive. That keeps happening. So quick to learn, think about drumming out the rhythm if you need to, and then throw that together. The B section is where we get some of the surprising harmonies coming in. Suddenly there's A flat. That's really unexpected, isn't it? If you were ready to use some pedal, you could get some depth there by using the damper pedal. Kind of opens up the sound a little bit more. This reminds me of an orchestra sound. I've said before, piano players are always trying to imitate singers or other instruments. I really feel like this march, I'm imagining in my mind, different instrument colors, different ranges of sound. When I get here, I can really imagine some brass or some, a richer color of combinations of instruments when I hear this. Piano players really have to use their imagination to find that. It's not just a flat feeling of, okay, now I'm pressing a button here. It's never that. It's so much more. Continuing, can you imagine trumpets and clarinets following that line? And then even more, B flat, lots of sound, full orchestra. So that's what's going on in my mind. But through that B section, let's look a little bit more closely at the rhythm and the fingering. So if I'm thinking cut time, the half note here is the beat. Remember, I'm changing this to 2 beats per measure rather than 4. Here's how that would go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what I want. And then second half of that B section, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Moving on to the last part of this, we start the A section again. C major, simple, but there's a surprise coming up at the end. Here's how it starts. Okay, so exactly what we've seen. I'm playing the 3-note melody in my right. I'm playing that simple bass line. That's my tuba sound in my left hand. Up to there, I'm exactly repeating what I learned at the beginning. Then, big surprise, my left hand takes over the melody and then moves us into D flat major for a sec. That's interesting. Okay, here it is again. C major, D flat, and back home. That's the end. You might want to start by looking at the end of this piece before the beginning. That's where the challenge happens. And I already mentioned earlier, making a plan for the fingering here will help you. There are a lot of flats that jump in. There's actually a thumb under in the right hand. There's a thumb under in the left hand. So a few unpredictable patterns. Take that slowly and just check 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 1. That's where the thumb under is in the left. That's 2 measures from the end, by the way. Right hand, 2, 1, same spot, 2 measures from the end. So see where I've got my 2 on A flat and thumb sneaks under. So make a plan there before you get twisted up. The last 4 measures sound like this. One more time. Really interesting and kind of surprising, kind of fun. The playing side of this piece is not hard. Your hands are doing a lot of similar things. They're both moving in a vertical direction at the same time, equal staccato playing. It's not one of these where you've got to spend lots of time working out the techniques. Lots of staccato, some small slur groups, you've done those. I think the challenge here is getting your ears to hear the dynamic range all the way from medium soft at the beginning. We have forte in the middle, imagining that bigger orchestra or marching band type of sound, and then getting it to be bright and quick without running into any pauses along the way. So, hey, March Madness. Here's what that means to piano players. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Amy. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the notification bell. And be sure to check out the Playground Sessions interactive app. I'll see you soon for the next lesson video.